So this is the dumbest or the smartest thing I've ever done in my life. This is my $900 E90 330i 2006. And she's not perfect, but I think she's the perfect candidate for a flip. I bought this car about like a week ago and it's got some problems, but it's a very, very good candidate for a flip. It's 140,000 miles, 130 roughly. Clean title, run and drive as is. Now, I'm not driving as is because it's got some issues that I need to take care of. But for $900, you really can't ask for much. Body's in great condition. Again, it is clean title, so as far as I'm aware, hasn't been crashed. And overall, I would say it is a great, great, great buy. And I'm going to show you guys some of the imperfections of this car and what we're going to be doing to it. And I think this is a great flip. We're going to be making probably quite a bit of money. I'm hoping to make maybe about, I don't know, possibly sell it for like 3 or 4 grand. So this should be a pretty good buy. Let me show you guys what's wrong with it and roughly how much I think it'll cost to fix it. This is the key. There you go. Let's talk about the interior first. So, overall shape of the interior is actually pretty good. Door card intact. Seats are not ripped, which is kind of a shocker for this year. Well, that's something we'll get to in a moment. Trim is a little bit cracked, but overall, just the seats and the condition of the interior is not bad at all. Right in here, you guys could see the bench, not cracked whatsoever. Now, let's talk about the bad. We're getting into a car. This little trim piece right here is broken. I already got some clips from the junkyard. Hood latch broken. Steering wheel absolutely demolished, cracked. That would explain the pink steering wheel cover. This little vent lost its clip. You guys could see it's broken. This. So the previous owner, for some reason, they decided to bypass the OEM iDrive screen, which is a very rare option on these cars to begin with for 2006. Like, this is the first year E90 they made. And the iDrive on these is pretty rare. So they decided to bypass it, putting a cheap doubled-in radio unit in here. And instead of like making a wiring harness, they just spliced into all of the factory wiring. So I'm just left with a bunch of wires that I'm supposed to try and figure out how to connect back. I went to a junkyard. I found a wiring harness, so I'm hoping that whatever wiring harness I got will make a radio work. If not, we might just have to sell the car without a working radio, which could or maybe might be a deal breaker for some people, but we'll see. That's that. This trim piece right here is broken. The plastic underneath is broken. The controller still lights up, which is a sort of a good sign. Spins, click, buttons work. Has the spinny wheel. It's an automatic 6-speed. Pretty common for these E90s, for these N52s. Obviously, cup holders never work in these, so we're not even going to try. This door right here, it's got that broken trim. We got the door card that's popping off. Sunroof sort of works sometimes, whenever it wants to. I just now noticed this, actually, as we're speaking. That's not working right there. I mean, the plastic trim piece around here, that's missing, so I'm going to have to source one of those out. But that's kind of as far as it goes for the front. Oh, and this seat, the motor back and forth does not work. So that's that. Let's move to the back. As far as the back goes, getting back here is actually not bad. So door, fine. Backs of seats, fine. That door, I have to figure out what's wrong with it. It doesn't lock and unlock. Not sure why. But other than that, maybe this little piece right here that I could like fix up, and then this thing, the armrest. But the back seat's actually not bad. Everything is looking pretty okay. I just need to clean it up. Now, going back out to the trunk. There There you go. Okay. So what the previous owner had done is they took out the OEM amp and they just put in this Magnum, whatever the hell, to bypass the navigation and like the stock amp. So that's great. So I also got a stock amp from the junkyard, and the wiring harness I'm gonna try to fit up all very nicely in here. Coolant bottles, that's foreshadowing for the issues we're gonna be talking about a little bit later. Oh, radio trim. I have this here. This is awesome. I think this is a radio trim, at least it looks like it. So, cool. That's that. It does have a brand new Duralast battery, which is pretty good. Pretty excited about that. That's like one of the only good things about it. And that's really as much as we're going to talk about as far as the interior. Those are all of its main defects. Let me close this up. Let me make sure I have the key in my pocket. I do only have one key for this thing, so I do not want to somehow lose it or like lock it in here. So I do have the key. We're going to go ahead and close it up. And as far as the exterior goes, it is actually not terrible. So, talking about the rear end of the car, it's fine. Bumper needs some new clips. It does have some cracks here. It does have some scratches, pretty major scratches there. Trunk is in good shape. Quarter panel's good shape. Doors, great shape. There is a dent somewhere over here on one of these doors. Roof, no clear coat fading or peeling, which is very surprising on these cars. Fenders and hood and bumper. This is where we're running into a couple issues. Something tells me this car was hit and it was just not reported on the Carfax. Different color hood, different color bumper, and then the bumper was held in with these. So these were put into the fender and it was held in with like speaker wire. Same on this other side. So what I'm going to be doing is, obviously I bought all of the stuff necessary for the bumper to clip on the OEM way. Going to be doing that. Painting the hood and bumper black, polishing the quarter panels, and making it look all nice. Can't sell the car like this. Restoring the headlights, they're yellowed out, to be expected for a 2006. And some couple scratches here and there, but honestly it's really not bad for the exterior. And that's one of the main reasons why I bought it. Now let's go ahead and pop the hood, if I could. This is gonna hurt. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about the engine bay. So, as you guys could tell, there's some stuff missing around here. So, biggest thing of them all, we have a pretty bad leak. Oil filter housing gasket. Gasket's like 20 bucks, not a big deal. I'm gonna get that ordered off of FCP. We got a power steering fluid leak, so I have to replace that reservoir over there. That boot over here is just straight up disconnected. I have to fix that. Probably replace that boot over there because it's got so much oil on it. It's probably going to end up cracking. The little trim piece that goes here for the airflow, I do have. Going over on this side, this hose right here was like cut off, and it was like done with some AutoZone stuff. It's like a hacksaw job. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like a longer hose that goes along here and whatnot. So I did get that from a junkyard alongside this hose right here that is cracked. Anything else really? I mean, some wiring that I'm gonna get all nicely done up. Other than that, some trim pieces here and there, and everything will be looking a lot better after a full detail of the engine bay. I'm very glad all those pieces over there are all intact. This car does suffer of some really bad engine mounts, so we're gonna have to do that job, which I'm not looking forward to, but it is what it is. So, as far as it sits right now, I do have all the parts that I need to make this car look almost perfect in the interior, besides this trim piece right here and then the stuff underneath, which I still genuinely don't know how they broke that stuff underneath. I have no idea. But I'm gonna probably find that part on eBay. I'm gonna order a new start button. We're gonna make this car look very, very nice. Hopefully get the radio sorted out. Again, I do have the wiring harness and everything on there. So there's quite a bit of stuff that this car needs done. But at the end of the day, it is a $900 E90. And I'm very excited because it is my first flip car. My only flip car, not even a car, it was a bike. The only flip that I've done before was I bought a 1995 CBR, 1995 CBR 900RR, and I traded it for my 2019 R3 because I did not want a 900 as my first bike. So I'm very happy with it, honestly. Can't really complain much. It's clean title, which is something that I'm the happiest about. And honestly, everything else looks good on it. So honestly, if I wasn't trying to make some money and this car wasn't a pre-LCI, I actually probably would have kept this for myself as a daily. These E90s, they're really great cars as dailies. Really comfy, and I feel like they have the perfect amount of tech. At the moment, I am still dailying my truck, and it's been taking a bit of a toll on me as far as gas goes. That 4.8 V8 it consumes a lot of gas, even though I keep it at 2,000 RPM the whole time, 70 miles per hour, all that good stuff. So, with that being said, I'm hoping I can bring this E90 back to life a little bit. I mean, make it look all nice. Just overall, have it be a better condition than it is right now, and bring it back to its former glory when Hans finished the car on the production line in 2005. You know, these are beautiful cars, man, and it makes me really sad to see that people are treating them like garbage, and they're ruining them, and they're hacksawing off radios, and they're putting on like ugly ghetto $50 Amazon units in them, and like it really sucks. But again, I am very happy that I got this car for $900. I think it'll be a great flip, and I'm really looking forward to flipping it and going on to the next thing. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe try and do another bike or maybe a car. I don't know. I'll see what I can find on Marketplace. This was a car that I bought. I woke up that day, I didn't even think about buying a car. So it was definitely like a very, very, very like short term thing, very short notice, right? And that's kind of what I like about flipping is you can wake up one day and find a perfect deal on Marketplace, and then you end the day with a car or a bike or whatever the case may be. And you always get to experience and play around with new things. So that's a really cool part, alongside obviously making money and then content for you guys to enjoy. So I'm really excited going forward with this build. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. So please stay tuned. I'm going to be uploading a video next Friday. So this video should be going up this Friday, and then next Friday I'll be uploading a video on working on this car and at least sorting out the cosmetic things. I still have to order the oil filter housing gasket, the power steering fluid reservoir, and the engine mounts. So that stuff is a little bit more implicated jobs. I think I'll do a separate day just for those, where I try and knock out the power steering pump. I mean, not the pump, the reservoir, the oil filter housing gasket, and then the engine mounts, just all in one day. So I think I'm gonna do 2 videos of just cosmetics, maybe 2 videos on cosmetic and 1 video on the mechanical side of the things with the car. So I think this car is great. It runs great. Everything works. Well, it doesn't anymore because that boot popped off and then it just dies because the mass airflow sensor, whatever. But you guys stay tuned, and the next video should be popping up on your feed next Friday. Make sure you subscribe so you can get that video. Maybe even click the bell button so you actually get notified. And you'll be going into your next weekend with a video on this E90. Hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Depending on when you're watching this, just have a great rest of your next couple days. See you guys next time.